Hurricane Melissa updates and severe weather for the states for October 29, 2025. Good morning, I'm meteorologist Pew, and as of this morning, Hurricane Melissa did hit Cuba as a Category 3, which is still a major hurricane, but as I'm recording this video around 9 a.m. Central Time, Hurricane Melissa is now a Category 2 with 105 mile/hour sustained winds. And unfortunately, that's not the end for Hurricane Melissa, as she's still predicted to hit the Bahamas later today, and the surrounding islands are still going to get some torrential rainfall. All these islands are still predicted to get 6 to 12 inches of rainfall. And just to make matters a little bit worse, Bermuda may or may not get hit by Hurricane Melissa as well. Unlike what we've seen in the past few days in the Caribbean, Hurricane Melissa is not being that stationary anymore, as she is accelerating to the northeast. And this is because of the deepening of this trough that we see in the states, which does continue to deepen. So looking at 500 millibars, a midway to the troposphere at this trough in the states, because it's causing a lot of severe weather in different parts. With this trough, we can see that we have an upper level low pressure centered around like the Alabama-Tennessee border. And you can think of this upper level area as being the vorticity maximum, or basically the area of maximum spin. And this maximum is headed into the Ohio Valley and the Appalachian Mountains, so we're going to see a lot of convection in this area, which is why the Weather Prediction Center is issued a marginal risk for flash flooding. And so with this vorticity maximum headed into this area is what we call a positive vorticity advection, basically meaning that we're going to have a positive effect of more spin with the updrafts, which is going to cause more upward motion. Essentially, the winds aloft are going to diverge, and because the earth wants to fill in that space, it's going to take up the air from the bottom and lift it up. On top of that, we're going to have a lot of orographic lift as well, or basically winds going upwards with the terrain up the mountain. And then not to mention, we have a lot of shear, which is going to tilt those updrafts and prolong these storms, which is why we're seeing them last for so long. And with the structure of this trough, it's bringing in a lot of northwesterly winds, which is bringing in that cool, dry air into the south. And so one of the other major concerns that we're going to have today, especially in southern Texas, is we're going to have a critical fire risk, or a 2 out of 3. Throughout the Midwest, plains, and southern plains, including Texas, we're going to see wind speeds up to 15 to 25 miles per hour, and possibly wind gusts from 30 to 35 miles per hour. But because we're having northwesterly flow, we're going to have a lot of dry air coming from the Rockies and bringing that dry air down into Texas. Historically, Texas has been in a drought for like the past month, and it hasn't been seeing that much rain except for the past few days, where northern, central, and eastern Texas have seen a lot of thunderstorms, except for southern Texas. So while the rest of Texas is somewhat saturated at the ground, southern Texas is still pretty dry, and this is why we're going to see a critical fire risk today. There is an elevated fire risk north of the Los Angeles area today, but that's in the continuation of yesterday's fire risk, and by the time this video is being posted this afternoon, that should wane down. Now back to the severe weather, we do have a marginal risk for the Virginia, North Carolina coastline, where there is a marginal chance to see an isolated tornado and winds up to 60 miles per hour. You guys may be already seeing some isolated showers and thunderstorms this afternoon and throughout the day, but we're going to see more intense storms around late tonight, around 10 p.m. Eastern time, throughout the night, and maybe into next morning. And those in the Ohio and Tennessee valleys, you guys are pretty much going to be seeing consistent showers throughout the day and into tomorrow as well.